What's up, traders? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option. Today, I'm going to break down what happened with the US Euro trade deal. We're going to talk about what happened with the stock market, the S&P, the Qs, the Russell 2000, the Dow. We'll take a look at the VIX. We'll talk oil, and of course, that one stock that I am watching, and we'll preview some earnings too. So with that, let's dig in. Folks, make sure you're signed up for Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where I'm going to be revealing my AI tool, and I cannot wait for you to see what I'm doing here. It is a game changer. It's the first time we've developed something like this here at Option Pit. If you haven't registered, click this link. If you're watching me on YouTube, please like, subscribe, leave a question or comment, and I will get to it. So, on Monday, the S&P had, the most a really inside day. We're up 0.2%, call it a whopping 1 point. The NASDAQ was our mover and shaker, up 0.3%. Dow down about a little over 0.1%. And the Russell 2000, which I continue to think is priming to make a move higher, was down about 0.12%. So super inside-y day, super tight. Lots going on. We got a ton going on this week. On Wednesday, we have we have Meta and Microsoft. On Wednesday night, we also have the Federal Reserve. Thursday, we have PCE, we have Apple, we have Amazon. Friday, non-farm payrolls. So it makes sense that maybe Monday and Tuesday, things are a little slow because we have so much action coming at the end of the week. Looking at option prices for Friday, which has all of that news priced in. They're only pricing in about $75 of movement. That's like nothing, folks. We're talking 1.25%, a little less than that. That is really, when you consider all the stuff going on, I think it's probably way, way too cheap. So I like the value that I see here. And, buy or sell that straddle, I'm a buyer. Looking at some of these earnings that are coming up, the first big thing we've got, obviously, is the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve, they're only pricing at about $40. That, again, ridiculously cheap. We did move more than what was priced in last time. This might be one that I look to play in on Wednesday. The first earnings coming up are Meta and Microsoft. And you definitely have a little bit of price movement priced in, but nothing crazy. Meta is pricing at about 1% below normal. So they're looking for a smaller move there. And Microsoft is coming in almost exactly normal, about 3.87%. So they're not expecting any crazy fireworks out of the earnings that are being laid out right now. So kind of interesting. I think there's some value in these options. I think there's some real opportunity here. And the VIX is kind of confirming that. Coming off a weekend, you expect the VIX to be up about 0.7%. Well, it was up 0.1% by the end of the day. They absolutely destroyed it. And the spread between the VIX future and VIX itself has finally started to collapse. It's about 2.3 points. Eventually, those two have to meet. And if volatility is going to stay this low, I think we're heading back toward a period of maybe 12, 13, 14 VIX. There's going to be a lot of opportunity trading VIX futures, VIX options, things along those lines. This is also going to be a great environment for the tool that I'm working on that, again, you've got to sign up for and check out on Thursday at 7 p.m. So what stock am I paying extra close attention to this week? Well, we've got our meme stocks, KSS and AEO, both interesting plays. But I got to tell you, it's Google that I'm watching. Google already reported. It was down on Monday. Did have some kind of stuck in a range for 3 days, and the options are really cheap. I'm looking for this thing to potentially move. Another name that also reported that I'm watching real close is Tesla. The options have become incredibly cheap. And so I think there's some real opportunity there. So the one name is really two. It's Tesla and Google. I think I like Google maybe better. We are seeing activity where traders are betting that it's going to get over $200. I think that is in the cards. Just kind of looking over the rest of markets. Oil markets have really calmed down. Bitcoin seems to be kind of stuck in a range. Gold has failed 315 about 3 times and has bounced from here. So keep an eye on gold. That one could be an interesting trade here. It looks relatively inexpensive. All right, folks. So there you have it. Kind of laid out what I'm looking for this week. I've given you a little preview of a couple of those earnings. And I've told you kind of how inexpensive options are with all this news coming out. So now you have something you can take action on and jump in, which you also need to do with my event on Thursday at 7 p.m. Make sure, again, you're registering this email. Watch my YouTube, like, subscribe, leave a question or comment, and I will answer. I'm Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a great trading week.